Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Roughing the Competition. My name is Brant, and this is Trevor, and this is going to be NFL Week 11 Part Dos.
Wow, he learned a new Spanish word.
I did. I looked it up in between.
I'm going to get that dictionary out of his hands. All right, so let's kick things off here with Andy Dalton versus the Ravens. Sorry, I meant Bengals versus the Ravens. Okay, both these teams, once again, continue this contender-pretender theme of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Who stays alive and who continues to die?
Can both teams lose?
No, you can't have that happen.
I mean, they can tie.
Ask Cleveland about that.
I'm going with the Bengals here. I don't want to because they're the closest to the Steelers in the division.
Did you pick the Bengals?
I did pick the Bengals.
Wow.
I think I just don't like picking Ravens at all.
Oh, gotcha.
But I'm Bengals here. I mean, both teams are trying to keep pace to get in the 6th seed. 'Cause I do think the Steelers are starting to run away with the North.
Yeah.
And if you lose, you might as well be playing for a pick.
Good point. Well, you know what? I'm going to pick the Bengals, but for different reasons. Bengals, you got smart. You did what we did last year. You fired Terrell Austin as your D coordinator. Why'd you fire him as your D coordinator? Because whenever you give up 500 yards for 3 straight weeks, you realize a change needs to be made. So you fire him, and you hire the one coordinator that had success with you, Hugh Jackson. Now, I don't know if he'll coach the defense. I really don't know. Personally, I'd say he'll help with the offense. In which case, Marv Lewis will focus on that defense and kind of right the ship there. But watch Gio Bernard on that offense. Hugh loves to spread the running back love. Watch it. All right, let's talk about this. The ultimate of trash games. Just so you know, once there was a team called the Oakland Raiders. They were so bad that everyone died. The end. Patrick Starr has told it to you, folks. The Raiders suck. So, you picking the Raiders?
I almost picked the Raiders this week.
Yeah?
Almost. But I'm going with the Cardinals. Because David Johnson.
Really?
David Johnson keeps them in that game. And I think they're going to end up winning the game. Even though Rosen has proven that he is probably not going to be that great as a quarterback.
Yeah, we'll have to wait on the Rosen experiment. It's struggled so far, but in fairness to him, that offense really hasn't shown any signs of life with head coach Steve Wilkes.
It really hasn't.
But I just can't believe Oakland hasn't found it yet. And, you know, since Oakland hasn't found it yet, they got to find it at some point. Why not here? Against the worst team that they'll play all year. Derek Carr's been god-awful. But I think he picks it up here. I think the Raiders have a nice day on offense. They win by a touchdown.
Yeah.
Let's go to a more interesting game. We have the red-hot Chargers against kind of a cold Broncos team that's battle-tested. I mean, they've really held close in a lot of games despite that 3-6 record.
Mm-hmm.
So do the Broncos finally steal one here, or do the Chargers hold on?
I think Chargers are holding on. I think the Chargers are probably the best kept secret in the AFC right now. They really are, and it's pretty much a 5-team race in the AFC, and everyone's looking for that 6th seed just to get into the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
And the Chargers, whoever's the 4th seed, I am sorry you had to face the Chargers as Chargers being the 5 seed. Chargers might end up running down the Chiefs here at the end of the year.
I don't think the Chargers have enough in the tank to run down the Chiefs, just like Chiefs hold on to that lead. But they pick up a nice win here. And they really set themselves up nicely to continue this playoff run. I mean, let's face it. Rivers has weapons everywhere. Now, mind you, they tend to be injury-stricken, so that might be coming down the pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
The defense has been great, too, and Bosa's not back yet. He's coming back soon. So whenever he comes back, they'll just be that much better.
Yeah.
And with Gordon and Eckler running, there might not be a better duo at the moment outside of what the Saints have. I mean, to be honest, that's a 1-2 punch there that I really like.
You don't really want to mess with them right now.
No, you don't want to run into the Chargers. Speaking of a team that you don't want to run into, it ain't Philly this year. It's New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Drew Brees setting records everywhere you look. The best running attack in football. Don't care what you say. Kamara and Ingram have it set. And maybe Brandon Marshall has some juice left in those legs. We'll get a sign of that this week against Philly.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the number 1 receiver, really. Can't just be there.
Yeah. And in Philly's case, they got to right the ship now. Their season's in trouble. If they don't win here, they run the risk of falling 3 back of the Skins if the Skins win. So, with that said, who are you taking?
This is a must-win for the Eagles.
Oh, it is.
I kind of want to put that out there, but I don't think they're going to do it. It's Drew Brees in New Orleans. It's the season for the Eagles are kind of just It's
Super
been
Bowl
crappy.
hangover. Yeah.
So I mean, it's Breeze is looking like the MVP right now. He really is, and he hasn't. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not going to differ from you. I keep pulling up the Rams card. Don't know why.
I'm just going to keep on.
Yeah, Bears card.
Wrong one again.
Saints card.
There we go.
It's okay. Now you know who I'm finishing out with. That's fine. That's fine because that's pretty obvious. The Saints, they're going to just keep dominating here. I mean, what's stopping them? Because I honestly don't know at the moment. I do think they'll lose a game or two down the road, but we're going to keep rolling here.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the Sunday night game. Bears and Vikings. Battle for the NFC North. I mean, let's face it, these are the two teams at the top. And right now, both want to win just to get away from the Packers because Rodgers has ran down the division time and time again at the end of the season. He ain't too far back, so who pulls away here?
It's kind of what I was thinking too. This game is a race to see who can stay a couple games ahead of Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
And I think the Bears are getting it done here because I think Trubisky has actually proven that he's an actual NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
And Allen Robinson's starting to find some rhythm with him.
Yeah, Robinson had a beautiful catch last week in coverage.
This could be scary. And and Miller, the rookie receiver, he's starting to find the rhythm as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm going with the Bears, but the main reason I'm going with the Bears is I just think they have it more together. I think Vikings offense is better than the Bears offense, but I think that Bears defense is clutch, and I think they're going to pull it out here. I think they're going to pull away in the North a little bit.
Diggs being a little bit unhealthy too is kind of...
Yeah, I think Minnesota just needs to find a rhythm, and they just haven't yet. All right, let's go to the big one. This was supposed to be in Mexico. It's supposed to be in the Aztec Stadium.
But that stadium is worse than the Hall of Fame stadium.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really bad. So, where are we going to move it to? L.A.!
Woo!
So, Rams, you have a home game. So, do you see the Chiefs beating the Rams at home?
I do not see it. I see the Rams keeping on rolling here. Battle of number one seeds in each conference.
Yeah.
And I just think the Chiefs defense can't stop anything, and I think the Rams pick up a stop late in the game, win a big shootout.
Yeah.
It's probably in the 40 to 30s range.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you, but I've said it time and time again. I'm going to say it the rest of the year, even if they win out. The Chiefs' defense bleeds everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God, I understand their offense is on fire, but that defense might be one of the worst in football with the fact that it just doesn't hold up. Everybody can score on them. Even Arizona looked good for half a game last week. You know, that's the problem. Until they prove that they can shore up that defense, they're going to bleed. And the Rams are looking for somebody to pay after tough times these past 2 weeks. Why not make it the Chiefs?
Big shout out to the Rams organization and their fans because they are giving away free tickets to the first responders that are helping with the California fires right now.
That's awesome.
So big shout out to you guys too.
Yeah, big shout out there. All right, guys. That wraps up part 2. So we're done for this week. Now we're going to see who separates themselves.
Contenders or pretenders.
Yep. Get ready for next week's Thanksgiving games. We're going to do a little different next week. We're going to do Thanksgiving games and probably have a part 1 and a part 2 still. So videos be a little shorter, so you might actually watch the whole thing.
Hopefully.
See you guys.
See you later, guys.